Welcome back to ECCMID TV, and our list of very distinguished interviewees continues, especially so with our guest who's joining us in studio now, Pierre-Edouard Fournier, who is from the Department of Clinical Biology at the University of the Mediterranean in Marseille in France. Pierre, a real joy to have you with us, sir. You're a well-acknowledged expert around the globe on genomics.
Thank you very much.
Why are you at Congress?
Well, I'm coming to this Congress every year. I've been coming for like 10 years to ECCMID Congress, and I like it because I can meet people I know that I would not have the chance to meet otherwise, and also I have to have the chance to listen to the latest advances in science. That's what I like about it. And I'm also coming, of course, to present some of my work. That's a unique opportunity to do it.
Yeah. Excellent. And you had your oral presentation already. How did it go for you?
Well, I hope so. Good.
Excellent.
I hope it was okay, yeah.
As an acknowledged expert on the subject of genomics, I believe you've had well over 300 research papers published on the subject as well. Can I ask you to comment on clinical applications in genomics as they stand right now?
Sure. Well, clinical applications have been one of the earliest applications of genomics, and there are many. There are many in the diagnostic field. You may want to identify in genomic sequences some unique or broad-range sequences that may be used for example, to develop diagnostic tests. You may want to develop virulence, to detect virulence markers, antibiotic resistance markers, which will enable you to both identify these markers, but also develop tests to detect them. You might want to study metabolic pathways. Well, there are many applications, and including genotyping, of course, to follow the spread of bacterial clones.
And this is a relatively new area as far as science goes. I mean, it's exploded since 1995?
Yes, it started all in 1995 with sequencing of Haemophilus influenzae. At that time, it took maybe 2 or 3 years to sequence that small genome for $1 million. It was very expensive.
Wow.
And then in 2005, 10 years later, appeared new methods for sequencing, next generation sequencing methods. And then, boom, there was a huge increase in the capability of sequencing for a much lower price and a very time-effective turnaround. Yeah.
What are the main applications that we're looking at in the field now then?
Okay, well, the main applications today are in the fields of diagnostics to develop new tools, and real-time PCR tools especially, that enable you to detect now pathogens within minutes in the point-of-care laboratories. Also to detect antibiotic resistance, as I just said, virulence markers such as toxins, for example, in Staph aureus or other bacteria, and genotyping. These are the main applications. Yeah.
Most of the human pathogens have already been sequenced, though, to be fair.
That's true.
Should we be continuing in that particular area now then, do you think?
Yes, yeah, that's true that most of the human pathogens have been sequenced. There are about 40,000 bacterial genomes that have been sequenced to date. But what we don't know still is how pathogens evolve and how they adapt to specific situations.
Would that be in particular strains?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And that's especially important to understand how these bacteria evolve, how they mutate to acquire, for example, resistance, virulence, and also to be able to track their spread. That's some points that we won't only able to answer these questions by keeping sequencing.
It sounds like a fascinating journey that you're undertaking as well. In genomics here at ECCMID's Congress, all the specialists like yourself from around the world are gathering and meeting here. I presume sharing information for you is one of the most important things at a face-to-face level at this Congress.
It is absolutely. We have the chance to be able to meet people that are in your field, and maybe the most important of them around the world. So that's a unique opportunity to do it, and to make contacts and to draw new projects. So yeah, ECCMID is especially important in that
and within this field, it seems that this Congress, ECCMID itself, has become almost the global standard. Would you agree with that statement?
It is, yeah, it is. You meet people from all over the world, not only Europeans. So that's especially important to come to this ECCMID Congress. That's one of the two most important congresses in clinical microbiology in the world. Yeah.
Now, you've presented your oral presentation already. You've still got a lot of colleagues to see. How are you going to spend the rest of your time at Congress this year?
Well, I have a few sessions that I'm interested in, so I will attend these sessions. And then I have made appointments, so my schedule is very tight, hour by hour. And then I have also some work to finish, so I will keep doing these three activities. Yeah.
Excellent, sir. And may you have a very, very successful rest of your event. Thank you so much for coming down and joining us on ECCMID TV this morning.
Thank you very much.
A real pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.